Yeah, mean value theorems. So last class we discussed about Rolle's mean value theorem. Today's our class is about Lagrange's mean value theorem or LMVT. So this is the definition. If f is a real valued function defined on closed interval a comma b such that f is continuous on closed interval a comma b, f is differentiable on open interval a comma b, then there exists at least one c belongs to a comma b such that f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. So this is the definition of Lagrange mean value theorem. So we will see what is the graphical meaning. Algebraical meaning is difficult for us, no? We will see what is the graphical meaning of this Lagrange mean value theorem. Okay. Here, this is the function f of x whose graph is given like this. So, this function is continuous in the closed interval a to b and differentiable in the open interval a to b. Okay, here this a and b are joined. This is called chord of the graph or chord of the function. So, coordinates of a are a comma f of a. Coordinates of b are b comma f of b. Slope of a by 1. Slope of ab. Slope of ab is nothing but f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Okay, observe here. F of b minus f of a b minus b, that is slope of ab. So now I want to explain what is the graphical meaning of this. Okay, if any function satisfies these two conditions, there exists at least one c between a to b through that point c. For example, this is such c. Through that point c, if you draw a tangent, the slope of this tangent is nothing but f dash of c only, no? So through that point, if we draw a tangent, the tangent is parallel to this. Means this slope of this tangent is f dash of c. F dash of c equals slope of this chord is f of b minus f of a by b minus a only. That means any function satisfies Lagrange mean value theorem in this interval. There exists at least one c. Through that c, we can draw a tangent to the graph. That tangent is parallel to the chord. So slope of this tangent is f dash of c. Slope of this chord is f of b minus f of a by b minus a. So in this example, in this graph, I am getting two more such c's here also. Here one c. So c1, this one. This c2. At c2 also I can draw tangent which is parallel to this chord only. Here also I can draw c3. Another tangent is getting. This is also parallel to chord. So this is the Lagrange mean value theorem. Okay, students. Example 1. Verify the LMVT for f of x equal x square minus 1 in this interval. So you want to verify. How to verify? So first of all, you want to check condition 1 and condition 2. Okay, if both are satisfying, next third one also need to check, such c f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus is there, no? Such c exists or not, we need to check. Okay, so yeah, f of x is continuous and differentiable on 2 to 3. Directly I can write because this is a polynomial function. Polynomial function is differentiable and continuous in the interval 2 to 3. Differentiable means automatically continuous. So directly f of x is continuous and differentiable on closed interval 2 to 3. Now I need to check only the c exists or not. So what is that formula? F dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Such c should exist. So here f dash of x is nothing but from this problem 2x only. 2x minus 0, 2x. So f dash of c is 2c. 2c equal to f of b here 2 means here, 3 means b. F of b, 3 should substitute here, 3 square 9 minus 1 8. Minus 2 substitute 2 square 4 minus 1 3 by 3 minus 2. So 2c equal to 5 c equal to 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is 2 point something. The 2 point something is in this interval only. So I can say belongs to not 2 to 3. Therefore, LMVT is applicable for this function. Okay. Sometimes what will ask, find the C for this function which satisfies LMVT. For that I can say that the required C is equal to 580. Okay. Example 2. Verify the LMVT for this function and also find C. Okay. So, solution, f of x is continuous and differentiable on 2 to 5 because it is a polynomial function. First two conditional. I am checking for C. F dash of C is nothing but f of b minus f of a by b minus a. So I will find here what is f dash of x. F dash of x equal to 3x square, okay, minus 4x. Okay, now what I can say here, 3c square minus 4c equal to f of b. B means 5 here, 5 is short. 5 cube 125 minus 5 square 25 to the 50 bracket minus f of a 2 substitute 8 minus 4h by 5 minus 2. Okay, 3c square minus 4c equal to here 50 gone. 50 means another 75 by 3, that is equal to 3 2s are 6, 25. So what happened now here? 3 square minus 4c minus 25 equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. We want to solve for c. So directly we are not getting factors. So I am using formula to find the. Okay. So c equal to, you know the formula, minus b means 4 plus r minus root over b square means 16 minus 4ac, 4 into plus 3 into minus 25 directly plus 4 into 3 into 25 by 2a, 2 into 3. So c equal to 4 plus r minus root over 316 by 6, or c equal to 4 plus 17 point something, 17 point okay 7 by 6. So we are getting two values, two types of c. C is equal 4 plus 17 by 6 by 17.7 by 6, or 4 minus 17 by 4 minus 17.7 by 6. So you are getting c equal to 3.61 or c equal to minus 2 point something. So here our c should be in between 2 to 5. So this is in between 2 to 5, but this is not in between 2 to 5. So the required c value is 3.61, or directly I can say that for my c value is therefore c equal to 4 plus root over 316 by 6, which is belongs to close to 2 to 5. Means that R and VT, sorry, not R and VT, LMVT is applicable for f of x. Okay. Sometimes they will ask what is c means. I can say that c equal to 4 plus root 316 by 6. This is example 2. See students, example 3. Find c of the LMVT for the function f of x equal to x by c in this interval. Okay. Solution. F of x is continuous and differentiable on 1 to 3 because it's a logarithmic function. You know logarithmic function continuous and differentiable. It is in domain. Automatically, one comma is part of domain only. It is differentiable. So I want to find C. So f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus c. F dash of C means differentiation of this function is 1 by x means 1 by c. 1 by c equal to f of b means 3 log 3 by c minus log 1 by c by 3 minus 1. So 1 by c equal to log 3 by c by 2 or c, therefore c equal to 2 by logarithm of 3 by c or c equal to logarithm of e base 3 into 2. So this is the c value. This is belongs to the in the interval 1 comma 3 only. So this is the required c value. Student, important note. LMVT is also known as mean value theorem. Means all are mean value theorems only. In any problem, verify mean value theorem and find C for the mean value theorem. Means mean value theorem stand for Lagrange mean value theorem only. Otherwise, they will mention Rolle's mean value theorem and Cauchy's mean value theorem. They will mention. If any problem, just they mention that mean value theorem means mean value theorem stand for LMVT. Okay, students. Next example. Find C of the LMVT for f of x equal to 2 sin x plus sin 2x on this. Okay. So f of x is continuous and differentiable on 0 to pi. We simply can check, that's not a big problem. 2 sin x plus sin 2x continuous and differentiable. So it is continuous and differentiable in that interval. Now just you need to find C. Also problem is saying that only finding C only, no? So f dash of C equal to f of pi minus f of 0 by pi minus 0. Okay. F dash of C means what? 2 cos x plus 2 cos 2x equal to f of pi should substitute 2 into sin by 0, okay, total 0 minus 0 by pi. So what happened here? So we need to write C, instead of x, okay, no problem. So 2 cos C plus 2 cos 2C equal to 0, such C should find. 2 cancel, cos C plus cos 2C equal to 0 is a trigonometric equation in cos function, not big problem. So this can written in terms of cos. I am writing here 2 cos square x minus 1 as it is cos C, C plus cos C equal to 0, that is 2 cos square C plus cos C minus 1 equal to 0. Factoration 2 into minus 1. So what happened? Cos x plus 1 into 2 cos x minus 1 equal to 0. Cos x, I am saying x, sorry, C should write. Cos C equal to minus 1 or cos C equal to 1 by 2. Cos C equal to minus 1 is pi and so many values. But pi, we need to find C in the open interval A to B only. So open interval A to B, open interval 0 to pi only. That's why this is not taken. This C can be taken. Cos C is equal to half means cos C equal to half means C equal to pi by 6. Pi by 30 degree. 30 pi by 6, not pi by 3. I think. Sorry, pi by 3. Therefore, the required value of C is equal to pi by 3. Okay, good morning students. Yeah, this is last mean value theorem. Cauchy's mean value theorem. So I want to write its definition. F comma G are two real valid functions defined on closed interval a comma b such that no conditions. First condition, f comma g are continuous functions on closed interval a comma b. Second condition, f comma g are differentiable functions on open interval a comma b. And third condition also there is here, g dash of x not equal to 0 for any x belongs to open interval a comma b. Then there exists a c belongs to open interval a comma b such that f dash of c by g dash of c is equal to f of b minus f of a by g of b minus g of a. This is the statement of Cauchy's mean value theorem. Sometimes you can call this is the extended form of Lagrange mean value theorem. So f and g are two real valued functions defined on closed interval a comma b such that f comma g are continuous on closed interval a comma b, f comma g are differentiable on open interval a comma b, and g dash of x not equal to 0 for any x belongs to open interval a comma b. Then there exists a small c belongs to a comma b open interval a comma b such that f dash of c by g dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by g of b minus g of c. Sometimes we can call this is the extended form of Lagrange mean value theorem. So while solving problems, sometimes you can use Cauchy's mean value theorem, or without using Cauchy's mean value theorem also we can solve the problem by using Lagrange mean value theorem. Okay students, this is the example problem JEE 2014 problem. Okay, f and g are two differentiable functions defined in closed interval 0, 1 such that f of 0 is 2, g of 0 is 0, f of 1 is 6, g of 1 is 2. Then there exists a c which belongs to open interval 0, 1 such that g dash of c equal dash. Option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4 given. By seeing this problem, we can conclude that we can use Cauchy's mean value theorem. Without using Cauchy's mean value theorem also we solve the problem. Two times we need to use Lagrange mean value theorem. Okay, directly I am using Cauchy's mean value theorem. Solution. According to Cauchy's mean value theorem, there exists a c belongs to open interval 0, 1 such that f dash of c by g dash of c equal to f of 1 minus f of 0 by g of 1 minus g of 0. Just substitutions only. F of 1 is given 6 minus g of 0 is given as f of 0 is given as 2 by g of 1 given as 2. G of 0 is 0, that is equal to 4 by 2. So finally what happened? What we want g dash of c, f dash of c. So f dash of c equal to 2 times of g dash of c. So our option, I think 3 is correct answer to the problem. Friends, example number 2, f comma g are two functions continuous on closed interval a comma b and differentiable on open interval a comma b. Then we need to find c so that f of x equal to e power x and q of x equal to e power minus x. So g of x equal to e power minus x. Okay, two functions are given. Automatically you want to find c, means that is nothing but Cauchy's theorem only. So directly I am applying Cauchy's theorem. F dash of c by g dash of c equal to f of which interval? A to b interval. F of b minus f of a by g of b minus g of a. F dash of c means what? F of x means e power x. E power differentiation, e power x only. E power c I can say. By g dash of x, g dash of c. G of x means e power minus x. Minus e power minus c is equal to f of b means e power b minus e power a by e power minus b minus e power minus c. Now we need to simplify it. Here what happened here? Minus e power 2c, okay, is equal to e power b minus e power a by 1 by e power b minus 1 by e power a. So what happened here? If you take LCM in denominator, e power b minus e power a by e power a into e power b LCM, e power a minus e power b will get. So this will cancel with minus. So find out what minus e power a into e power b. So that is nothing but e minus e power of a plus b, because e power a into e power b means e power a plus b only. This minus get cancelled. So e power 2c equal to e power a plus b means what? Automatically 2c equal to a plus b. So what happened here? 2c equal to a plus b, then c equal to a plus b by 2, c equal to a plus b by 2. This is the required a plus this is the required value of c, because c must should lie between a and b only. A plus b by 2 means exactly middle value of this interval only. So this is the required value. So option 3 is correct for this.